हेलो 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 भाई, मेरा पूरा सिस्टम क्रैश कर गया भाई। ना खेला था भाई, उस वहीं पे रुक गया भाई। क्या होगा मेरा? भाई ऐसा होने से भाई मैं कैसे लाइव स्ट्रीम करूंगा भाई? मैं बहुत नूब हूँ भाई लाइव स्ट्रीम में। तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ यही करना पड़ेगा भाई। तो मैं ये पार्ट 2 करके रखा हुआ है। पार्ट 1 वो था, अब पार्ट 2 ये है। भाई मेरा सिस्टम फिर से क्रैश कर रहा है भाई। ऑन हो जा भाई, ऑन हो जा।
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Wait, is that?
ये सब सुन लिया भाई।
Oh no, Hypatia!
What's wrong, Tainari?
राशन
This
खत्म हो गया।
Dustbird is Hypatia's designated courier for Earth.
Oh, her? How can we...
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face?
Yes, allow me to explain. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything.
What?
Well, obvious. Needless to say, I've got some emergency.
Wait, you want...
Let's find out. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But, wait.
Back when we were clearing, and if I may ask, when I was telling, that's correct. Because what you saw is of significance. My forefathers were shown much. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eye, when you passed out, I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
But will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
एशिया।
Here, Take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Definitely have enough for a grand feast this time.
अरे स्पाइडरमैन
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
मशरूम और ये दोनों लेता हूँ
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
स्पाइडरमैन
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Hello? Hypatia? Hey! Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
पीछे पीछे बेहोश हो गया भाई तो हो रही मुझे लगता ही था क्या हुआ भाई क्यूट सा एनिमल आके भाई डर गया हूँ
Hypatia, are you alright?
वो बेहोश पर ये कैसे ऑल राइट हो कि भाई क्या बोल रहे हो
Hungry.
There's no way we can get her to
Got it.
eat in her current condition. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden?
मुझे नहीं जाना है यहाँ पे मुझे जाना है भाई इसके कोर्स में जब वो कंप्लीट करके भाई मुझे बॉस से लड़ना है अभी मुझे आर्कन क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट नहीं चलो स्पाइडरमैन कितना ऊपर अरे ये रही अब एशिया में क्या था उसका नाम
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But this is just an ordinary tree hollow. I'm not seeing any evidence of Aranara.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart.
Sure what look with your heart means? But anyway, let's start by investigating. Look, there's a note here. Could this be the evidence that Tanjiro was talking? The handwriting's so hard to read. It's too hard. I can't remember the names of all these mushrooms. Do I need to learn about mushroom classification? Here's another note that sounds more like something an R&R from the stories would say. A clever Aranara. Is the emphasis on...
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it? The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but don't forget, we're in the middle of a rainforest. I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree hollow as some sort of impenetrable castle. I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact the Aranara's academia. The notes we saw were written by the Aranara themselves. An Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a clever Aranara. I shall craft a new story for them and call it The Aranara in the Tree Hollow. How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara in your mind's eye?
Nope.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the invisible wings of him. How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe I do, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Oh, yes. Yes. Overwhelming.
For now, I've decided to stay here with Razi until we witness the legendary moment when the Aranara appear in this hollow. Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts toymakers down. When a real Aranara
Music,
appears,
Chrome.
their little troubles will be resolved in an instant.
He seems pretty stubborn.
That's a good
Looks like we'll have to
music.
stay here and wait a little No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in R&R and the Three Little Fungus, it says that R&R are very sensitive creatures. I don't think they'll show up if we stay here.
Oh? Was that in the story? Ah, yes, I remember now. Miss Forest Ranger, you sure know your stuff. In that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day. We'll continue our search for evidence first thing in the morning.
Spider-Man. मॉर्निंग सुबह तक नहीं रुकना है तो मैं ये कलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ फिर बदल था वही भूल गया तो ये हो गया भाई तो स्पाइडरमैन का काम ये पे खत्म नहीं हुआ हिट ऑफ है ओके ये कहाँ से आ गया भाई अरे
Even bedrock can be turned
अरे
to
भाई इतना
dust.
मर गया ये सुमर थोड़ा डेंजरस जगह है भाई, प्रॉब्लम है में से मर रहा है।
Traveler, Traveler, wake up! It's not the Aurora. It's Kali. She's gone. Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kali since last night. Even though she kept telling us she was okay after we saw the evidence of Arnora activity, she's been acting kind of strange. Anyway, let's go find her. Hey, look! Aren't these Kali's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow?
इसे भाई मुझे ये कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा।
Hello? Patient? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
अरे फिर से करना पड़ रहा है, बहुत अजीब गेम है भाई, मुझे फिर से करना पड़ेगा। मैं मुझे जल्दी से बॉस से लड़ना है। क्यूटी
Keisha, are you alright?
Oh, so hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait, why does it look super... How things out here end up looking like this?
हेलुसिनेशन में घुस गए भाई।
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
हेलुसिनेट कर रहे हो भाई तुम लोग, ये बहुत सुंदर है भाई। अरे क्या हुआ? अरे फोटो नहीं मार सकते, फोटो मारा था भाई। अरे क्या सुंदर जगह है भाई।
This place is huge. Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead somewhere.
Scatter!
ये बहुत डेंजरस। सेम ही है सर। नहीं है सर, ऊपर जाएगा उसके बाद इधर आएगा। आइडेंटिटी दी, जल्दी चलो जाओ वहाँ पे।
Let's play.
ऊपर जाना। अरे एक एक करके यहाँ पे ये लगाना है आज। कहाँ पे हो भाई? इनाजुमा आ गया।
Huh? What happened just now? Why did everything around us suddenly change?
अरे लीव है।
Brace yourself.
Propagate! Fulminate! Shutting down! Scatter!
Yoo-hoo! Time for takeoff.
Stabilize!
Brace yourself.
मैं गॉड ऑफ विजडम को लाना है भाई घर। अरे मैं वो बन गया इटली। क्या हुआ बे?
Yoo-hoo!
अरे वो था ना, मुझे नहीं जाना है अभी। और एक्सप्लोर करना है।
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Play!
घूम फिर के मैं यहाँ पे आ गया भाई। ओ तो ये सेम रास्ता था भाई क्या?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
फिर से अब कहाँ जा? लीवे इनाजुमा। अरे गॉड ऑफ इटर्निटी और गॉड ऑफ विजडम दोनों एक साथ मिले हुए हैं क्या?
This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
फोन ठीक नहीं लग रहा है। अरे दरवाजा खोलो कोई भाई।
Propagate!
ये क्या हुआ? क्या करना है? क्या हुआ, ग्लिच हो गया क्या भाई? ओ बोल बन गया ये। अरे फिर से भाई, ये क्वेश्चन इतना लंबा क्यों करते हैं भाई? मैं मारा गया भाई। अरे ये भाई हरामी इधर भी। अरे मुझे अभी पायरो करेक्टर चाहिए भाई।
Strange place. Floating. You needn't worry about things. They don't concern you.
भाई गेम चेंज नहीं कर सकता भाई। अच्छा मुझे जियो से मारना है।
Solidify. Illusion shattered. Here.
इधर आ, इधर आ, इधर आ तू।
Scatter. This is order. Gather.
अरे अभी साइड करेक्टर चाहिए था भाई। इसका सीन कैसे तोड़ूं मैं?
Stabilize.
Here we go.
Propagate.
नहीं मारा, क्या हो गया?
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong with him?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? This has long since forsaken you.
What's it?
Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. Today will be your last.
भाई ये मेरा शायद हेलुसिनेशन, ये मेरा डर है।
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
अरे भाई अब सुमेरो तो इसको पागल कर देगी भाई, वो पागल हो रहा है.
Oh, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. Kinda wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Second traveler, you say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh. And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Look like that.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're out, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a rich veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
I need fire. 20 minutes.
Gonna be epic!
कहीं पे got ही है वे.
Done. Let's use the empty box to. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with.
मैं अगर पाइमन को चाहूँ तो कुक कर सकता हूँ वे.
Are you already finished cooking? Mmm, smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Wow, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Hmm?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become
आर्कन
a
भाई ड्रीम
researcher.
नहीं दिखाता था अभी मैं शायद
Sure enough,
पर्सनली ड्रीम
I
दिखाना
never
चाहता है
dreamed
क्योंकि
again.
ड्रीम देखना अच्छा
But
है
then,
बात है।
on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible.
हाँ
Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
About the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
तुम्हें खाना बनाने के लिए नहीं आता है
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
तो Hypatia गुड बाय हमें जाना है अभी गंधर्ववेल चलो स्पाइडरमैन होके चलते हैं स्पाइडरमैन
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reasons
Gulam.
for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tanari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
Quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Next up, Sumeru City!
Okay.
Oh, but wait, before that... That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kali before we leave.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Tanari, thank you भाई मुझे कॉलेज का पता। Bosses किधर है कॉलिंग?
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. not so. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
ये
There's
सब
no
तुम
need to
करेगा
apologize,
फिर
Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you. Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you. Oh? What is it? It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and where. I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The
ओके
Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
मुझे बॉसेस दिखा कहाँ है कंप्लीट हो गया ये कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा क्या आह, दिमाग खराब हो जाता है
Happy to apply. There is no escape.
भाई मैंने औरत पे हाथ नहीं उठाता भाई तलवार उठाता हूँ
Scatter.
A reward on the road.
Road breeze अभी मैं मार के आया हूँ भाई नाम क्या है इसका
Sumera Rose is on him.
तो के अंदर घुस के हम अभी के कान पे क्या है ये डिवाइसेस
See that? When those people entered the city, something lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
yeah
Yeah, that's right.
I mean Lord
How did you know that?
Because there's
Lord
currently no
Kushinali
information on either
Samana.
of you in the Akasha. But no need to
Akash?
worry. That won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormuz.
Oh, okay.
Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
नॉलेज का मैं करूँगा क्या भाई?
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. Maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
अरे इसका ज्ञान की जरूरत नहीं है भाई.
Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam, you get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Surisana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Paimon's brain is exhausted. Smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
Why is my sister? Why doesn't the Akasha answer my question?
Because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something. You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon. Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really miss their Archon. Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Hopefully he's at home.
कुछ जाना ही नहीं है वहाँ पे. मुझे ये सब पहले करना है. मुझे डिवाइस दिया है. तो ये दिखने में छोटा है भाई, बहुत बड़ा सिटी है भाई। कैटरीना से मिलना। हेलो कैटरी, अरे हेलो कैटरीना।
Ad Astra Abyss.
नहीं है कुछ। ये फतुही का मेंबर है भाई। हाँ नहीं है। मुझे अरे अभी नहीं देगा। भाई ये इसका रास्ता किधर है? नबिया अरीहा रैंडम मिडिल नेम डाल दिया यहाँ पे।
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
You see, Tainari sent us here, and
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? I was sure you'd be able to access more info than
ये
we
भाई
did.
suddenly
Well,
Teams
as I said, this
installation.
isn't my area of expertise.
ये
I am but a lowly researcher.
पूरी
The
मैप
Akasha
में
doesn't
यही सबसे
see a need
खतरनाक
for me to
चीज
know
है।
more about the Dendro Archon.
दिखते में छोटी मोटी है लेकिन
All I know
पूरा
is that ever since Lesser
private
Lord
को
Kusanali
wrap
returned to
करके चलेगा।
Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging a hole in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Ad Astra Evisas. अरे ये ऑन हुआ कि नहीं रे? चलो.
Watch out for pickpockets.
Scatter! Here!
हो रही कोहली. कोहली.
So Kali came back here alone? And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it, or that I would run into the Traveler in Paimon. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Dress up as an Haranara? Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. But what should I write? What should I write? Oh, I've got it. There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara. So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day was actually evidence of Kali's activity. But why didn't she just tell Tanja? Oh, right. Kali told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. And now she even writes it down. Yeah, you're right. I'll keep her secret for her. Oh, looks like she's almost done writing. Let's head back.
Aha! There's a new note just as I expected. Yes! It's the same handwriting, which means it must have been written by the same Aranara. Let's see what it says.
Ooh, what can it be?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. How could an Aranara go to Mondstadt for the Ludi Harpastum? Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an Aranara. Yeah, if you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mondstadt or something. Definitely not an Aranara.
No, I refuse to believe it. can't.
You can't. It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort. You've written so many stories beloved by the children. I'm sure you can help create carvings that are just as successful.
No! I can't do it. I thought that if I could find an R&R, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts, but it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
To write all those stories without ever having seen a real R&R, right? What makes this so different?
Rossi, you tell them.
Really? Can I?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them. I know this is the moment you've been waiting for.
Okay. Ale, Traveler, Paimon, do you remember when I said that there was a secret I didn't want to tell anyone? I didn't want to tell anyone the secret, but it made me feel very sad and also turned Dad into a completely different person. So, I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories. What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tanja wasn't the author, then who was it? Oh, wait. You don't mean... It was me. Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. I always got to listen to all his new stories. Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his stories. The Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. He always uses sentences that are really hard to understand and strange, metaphors, I think they're called. But Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. Oh, one time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangema Bey's shop and got me to take pictures of him in action. Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru's best storyteller early in his career. Even though I only had Zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to, I was happy. Then one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very beginning. He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the air and told me to continue. He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. As I continued with my story, I saw his expression gradually change. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. I guess he must have been moved by my story. When Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now he had a scary look in his eyes. You remember it so vividly.
Ooh.
It's not only Rossi. I too remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, just as I always dreamed. Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner. I thought it would make Rossi happy.
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Razi. I kinda guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling, like that request from Akara Crafts. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Razi so that Dad will become good old Dad again. Instead of Dad the way he is now, starting every story with, dedicated to my dearest Razi. I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine R&R to look like a secret. Gets it now? To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales were actually stories written by Razi. And because Razi didn't want Tanja to keep living a lie, he refused to help him with the Crafts Commission.
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. But it Turned out that I was just being a clown, as always. Not even a funny
Funny
one.
one.
I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Razzie.
No, you're not.
I'm so sorry.
Funny fella.
And I owe you all an apology, too, for wasting your time. Razzie's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is. Right.
Are we gonna let this happen? You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving? Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories, but to make a carving, we might need more details. Kale, Traveler, and Paimon, I might need your help on this one. I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time in Gandharvaville. Well, it's my first time being so far from home. Sumeru is so much bigger than I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads of new ideas for my Aranara stories. So I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way, I can help Akara Crafts create an Aranara carving that everyone will love. And I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you? Even after all I've done?
Yeah, of course. Come on, you're the best dad ever.
Yes, he is.
This is the happiest Razzie has sounded since we met him. I want to thank you, Kale. Huh? Me? I didn't do anything to help. You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better. Yeah, it's hard to keep too many secrets. And there's no need to hide our mistakes from others all the time. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt. And when I look back on them, it all feels more like a new beginning.
Almost no. To kill
I'm sure
everyone.
this experience will be the same for Tanja.
He was
Yes.
dangerous.
I'll do my best to become a good father again. Wait,
What?
did you just say you've been to Mondstadt?
No.
Just pass by
Pass by
once.
once.
Never mind that. Come on now. Akara Crafts is waiting for us. Let's go, Razzie. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration you can discover along the way.
I did boss.
Let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razzie, slow down and watch your step.
Oh, okay, finish. No. ये बॉस है क्या भाई? अरे बॉस, हाँ ये रहा ये कोई इवेंट, ये क्या है? ये कैसे करते हैं? ना ये नहीं करता। एक न्यू कैमरा मिला भाई। अरे ये टेम्पररी कैमरा है। लेट्स गो। कहाँ जाना है मुझे कैमरा ले। वहाँ पे एक इवेंट भी है, वो भी कर लेता है फिर। ओके अरे ठीक है भाई, थोड़ी देर में आ रहा हूँ, तब तक के लिए थोड़ा Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, ये तो वो है। तो ठीक, थोड़ा मिशन कंप्लीट। लड़ाई कर क्या भाई फोर्ट है? अरे बॉसेस नाइस। अरे ओ वाला तो अच्छे से डेंडो ट्रेवलर फिल करना है, उसके बाद फिर इसमें ले जा।
Happy to oblige. Illusion shattered. Heartless.
Give me a moment to compose. Barbados.
Wait a minute. Let's go.
Solidify.
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Got it.
Shine down.
Here we go. Yeah, brace yourself.
Propagate. Stabilize. Scatter.
पर को भी करना पड़ेगा।
Leave it to me.
There is no escape. Spring forth. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha! 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 Ha!
A reward on the road.
इसका ये हो गया क्या भाई? हाँ हाँ भाई
A reward on the road.
तो भाई और भी
Stabilize.
Propagate!
किधर है भाई मुझे
Going down!
Gather.
इधर से 100% तो नीचे से और क्वेस्ट करके जाना पड़ेगा
Won't let you down.
अभी मुझे कहाँ जाना है क्या होगा अरे उठ
Go, go, buddy.
entertaining.
पीसफुली सो रहा है मगर पीस
Gonna be epic.
एंट्रेंस किधर है भाई? यहाँ से हो सकता है, एक यहाँ से हो सकता नहीं है नहीं। भाई एंट्रेंस किधर है इसका? केव ढूंढने में इतना मतलब मारने में कितना दिमाग खराब होगा पता नहीं।
Propagate!
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
Scatter.
Propagate!
Is this an answer from this world?
तुम लोगों से।
Propagate!
भाई ऑन हो जा। सस्ता होगा सर।
Propagate!
नाइस। ये होगा सर। अंदर
A reward on the road.
बेस्ट। अरे नहीं है भाई। अरे ये बॉस का घर कहाँ है भाई? कहाँ से एंट्री मिलेगा? हाँ मैंने चेक कर लिया, ये एक रास्ता है, ये मैंने चेक कर लिया। भाई ये कहाँ मरवा रहा है भाई? वेट वेट वेट। तो कर बड़ा भाई, तो कर बड़ा। ये देखना पड़ेगा। हाँ मिल गया रास्ता। इन लोगों को मार लेते पहले।
Let's light it up!
जल्दी जल्दी जा तो मैं इसको दूँ।
Is this an answer from this world?
ये बॉस मिल जाएगा उसके बाद मैं आराम से। मिल गया रास्ता, मिल गया भाई, रास्ता मिल गया फाइनली। जा ना अंदर है भाई। अरे भाई कुछ चीज़
been shattered.
मैं इससे नहीं लड़ेगा, पहले मैं वो टीपी ऑन करेगा। तो भाई इसके
Solidify.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. There is no escape.
Propagate.
Adventure time. Let's light it up.
Scanner.
Everybody stand back.
Terminate.
Shine down. On to oblivion.
तो ये तो मारे गई है। अच्छा कोई तो ठीक
Stabilize.
है। annoying।
Let's light it up.
Propagate. Yeah. What? Scanner.
ये तो कोई दूसरा ही तो नहीं है।
There is no escape.
There's no room for this. Scatter! Propagate! Solidify!
Shine down!
The hunter becomes
A reward on the
the
road.
hunted.
And shattered!
Propagate!
A reward on the road.
Shine down! Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Now that's what I call treasure! Adventure time! We go! Adventure time! We go!
Solidify! Stabilize!
Ready for reconnaissance.
You are not welcome here.
Leave it to me. You can't keep up with me. Ready for a rehearsal? Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go.
You are not welcome here.
Crush.
Gather.
Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye.
Regret it.
Gonna be epic. More speed.
That's close enough. Solidify.
Beg for mercy. Illusion shattered. I condemn you. I'll...
Gather! Where do you think you're going?
More speed. What do we have here?
Stabilize!
Down! Illusion shattered! Crunch! Beg for mercy! Rack and ruin! There is no escape! Teamwork is dreamwork! Shudder! Flood of frost! I condemn you!
Next time, be sure to make a...
Gather!
Let's light it up! Ring cutter, know my soul! Incinerate! Body and mind.
Solidify!
Boom boom!
Stabilize!
Let's light it up!
Rain outlines your fate.
Motion to compel! Ja, ja, ja. I'm going in!
Let me read you a verse.
Invisible evidence! Ja, ja. Ja, ja. Boom boom! Motion to compel!
What is the situation?
Your turn. We go! Time to scout. At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Solidify!
Beg for mercy. More speed. More speed.
Stabilize!
Eye for an eye. Shudder. Rack and ruin.
Solidify!
Shine down. I can put these to good use. More speed. More speed. More speed. Illusion shattered.
Gather.
Everybody stand back. Crush. Breathe to the core. Ha. Eye for an eye. Ha. Aristocrat. You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my